Hey, what's going on, Guardians? TBL here, and we have had a very busy weekend in the world of Destiny. We're, of course, finishing up PSX. We've got some brand new information about a brand new Destiny event called The Dawning. We've had previous videos showing that off, and today we're just going to be talking about a few more bits of information that have come out about Destiny's winter event since PSX ended. There's a lot to go over, and certainly some of it will be reviewed, but before we get into that, I just have to say, I was right! I called it! I was right! For months I've been saying, we've got to have something coming besides Sparrow Racing League, especially during the winter, because there's just too long of a period of unknowns between when the hard mode of the raid dropped in Rise of Iron and the next bit of content that we know is coming, which previously was Destiny 2 sometime next year. I kept telling you guys, I told you that there was no way we were getting no PvE content coming up soon. It was about time for something new, and it looks like sweet vindication, baby, and double down. I told you guys, for all you guys who thought the Icebreaker wasn't coming back, there we go, baby. I told you it was gonna make its return, and you know what? I believe every single exotic from year one is coming back. The last thing on the list, the final exotic really, is the forgotten one, the Pocket Infinity. I know that makes some of you guys say, but what about Vex? What about Necrochasm? Those aren't forgotten exotics. Bungie acknowledges the existence of those guns. They don't even acknowledge the Pocket Infinity anymore. But it's coming back. You better believe it's coming back. But anyways, we did get some additional information about the Dawning event after PSX, and in this video we're going to be covering everything you need to know. Starting off with when the event's going live. The Dawning update will of course be live from the 13th of December, that's next week, until the 3rd of January 2017. So just like last year, this event is going to last for about 3 weeks, and with all the new content in it, I don't think that's going to be a bad thing. Previously, we were a little bit worried that we'd be getting Sparrow Racing League back. It was going to be a 3-week event, and we would just have 2 maps to race on. Thankfully, that's not going to be the case. We've got 4 maps now in Sparrow Racing League. The 2 previous ones from last year and 2 brand new ones, alongside all of the new quests and bounties and strike scoring and whatever else is coming. I'm still willing to bet we're probably going to be getting a weapon balance update and maybe even some matchmaking tunings. If anything, we'll probably be learning about that this week. This update is of course free for anyone who already owns the Rise of Iron. Also, it's got a new record book for both Sparrow Racing League and for the strike scoring options. It's going to be in one book in 2 sections. That will also be free this time around. No more $10 microtransaction books. So yeah, again, that record book will be split in 2. 1 page for your SRL stuff and 1 page for strike scoring. The 2015 Sparrow Racing book can also be completed this time around, so if you didn't get that momentum armor last time, you should be able to complete it when this event goes live next week. Hopefully, if you did complete that event and deleted some of the armor that you got from it, you know, the momentum racing gear set, hopefully you'll be able to re-pull that from the book in the same way you can do it with the Days of Iron book. And of course, Destiny Rise of Iron players will be receiving a free gift at reset during each of the 3 weeks of the Dawning. You'll have to check in with the postmaster for that. Basically, every single Tuesday, you're going to get some sort of gift. I'm assuming it's going to be like a Treasure of the Lost sort of thing, probably with a little winter masks like the engram that's filled with snow and the snowman's head. It will very likely be festive stuff like that. Speaking of festive, we've got a bunch of brand new ornaments. We of course had that video come out a little bit earlier in the weekend showing off all of the new ornaments for the exotics. We're also getting a bit of a change to the way ornaments can be acquired. No longer will Xur sell random ornaments each week. There's actually going to be a kiosk that you'll be able to buy every single ornament from when the Destiny Dawning event goes live. You'll be able to buy them for about 25 silver. Now this is going to ruffle a few feathers and it's going to make some other people cheer. On one side, Silver Dust is still largely locked behind Eververse purchases. You can get a bit of Silver Dust every week for, running your Heroic Strike and getting your Radiant Treasure, and that will give you a little bit of Silver Dust, more if you dismantle ornaments. But on the other side, it takes the RNG out of getting your favorite ornament. You've been hunting Moonglow? Simple, build up 25 Silver Dust, head to this kiosk, buy Moonglow. Easy peasy, right? And I'm actually okay with that. You can still gain Silver Dust just from playing the game without purchasing anything, and by now a lot of us probably have a bunch of extra ornaments stored up in our vaults. So hopefully you can dismantle a few of those to get some quick Silver Dust so that you can buy the ornament you're looking for. It's a good change for convenience. And speaking of convenience, green engrams will now automatically dismantle into weapon parts and armor materials. This is confirmed to be triggered once you hit level 40. Oh my gosh, this is such a great change. So all those times when you're in, say, the Archon's Forge and you're running over green engrams and picking up these guns and armor pieces that you're never going to use, they will now automatically decrypt into base materials and just add right into your stockpile. Fantastic change. It's about time. Additionally, as you guys already know, we're finally getting the Void and Solar variants of the Thunderlord. The Solar variant is called the Abaddon, the Void variant is called the Nova Mortis. They're basically going to be exactly like the Thunderlord, except one's solar and one's void, which is perfectly fine with me. It's been confirmed that both of those will be locked behind an exotic quest of their own, although we haven't really gotten any information about that quest. We've got 3 returning revamped strikes in the Dawning as well. We're getting Siva variants of both the Shadow Thief and the Will of Crota strike, so against Taniks and Omnigul, and the Nexus is finally coming back with 2 different strike variants, one Siva variant and one Taken variant. So what's super interesting here is that the different variants of the Nexus strike seem to have their own completely separate mechanics for the final fight. It's completely different from what you remember in year 1. There now seems to be cleanse mechanics and a relic shield from the Vaulted Glass, very similar to what you have to face in the Templar's Well. That's right, more actual mechanics in our strike bosses. And that's definitely alright with me. We got a little bit of that with the Sepix Perfected strike, where you actually have to go through some mechanics to damage the boss, and I'm glad that we're moving more towards that direction and away from bosses just being bullet sponges surrounded by legions upon legions of adds. It's some really good changes coming with the Dawning. And of course, last but certainly not least, this is a bit of a report coming out from some of the YouTubers who were invited out to PSX to play through the Dawning event. Skeleton key drop rates are reportedly going to be increased when this update goes live. Yeah, that's right. It looks like your Strike Horde access might be increasing when the Dawning goes live. Now, we've got no real information about that, only that the drop rate for skeleton keys is going to be increased in some way or another. Either way, it sounds like a good plan to me. But alright Guardians, it's pretty much going to be it for basically everything we know about the Dawning event in Destiny. Again, a lot of this was review, but we did get a few new bits of information about the Dawning that really make me excited. And I hope you Guardians are excited too. Again, the Dawning is starting next week, December 13th. And will be going on for 3 weeks until January 3rd, 2017. Hopefully you Guardians enjoy. But that's going to be it for this one, Guardians. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think of the Dawning event down in the comment section below. And as always, I am TheBlackLink. You Guardians, stay frosty.